In April 2023, the federal government launched the single best account for first-time home buyers Canada has ever created. It outperforms the RRSP Home Buyers Plan on almost every metric, and the majority of first-time buyers have never even opened one. Today, we are doing the math. FHSA versus the RRSP Home Buyers Plan, so you know exactly which one to use, and when to use both. Let's start with the newer player, the First Home Savings Account, FHSA for short. The CRA launched it in April 2023, and it is genuinely something new. Think of it as a hybrid between an RRSP and a TFSA, engineered specifically for first-time home buyers. According to the CRA, you can contribute up to $8,000 per year, with a lifetime cap of $40,000. Every dollar you put in is tax deductible, just like an RRSP. But when you withdraw that money to buy your first home, it comes out completely tax-free, just like a TFSA. No repayment required, ever. There is also a carry-forward rule. If you don't max out the contribution room in year one, you can roll that unused room into the following year. And if you never end up buying a home, you can transfer the entire FHSA balance to your RRSP without touching your existing contribution room. Nothing is wasted. Now for the established option, the RRSP Home Buyers Plan, which has been around since 1992. Here's how it works. If you have money in your RRSP, you can withdraw up to $35,000 tax-free to put toward your first home. Couples can each withdraw $35,000 for up to $70,000 combined. The contributions going in were tax deductible, same as always. But here's the catch that the FHSA does not have. You have to pay it back. The CRA gives you 15 years to repay, starting 2 years after the withdrawal, roughly $2,300 per year. Miss a repayment, and that amount gets added to your taxable income. Full tax, no exceptions. One more rule, the 90-day rule. Any RRSP contributions must sit in the account for at least 90 days before you can use them under the HBP. You cannot deposit money the week before your closing date and expect it to count. Let us run the actual numbers because this is where the real difference shows up. Say you earn $75,000 a year in Ontario. That puts you at roughly a 30% combined marginal tax rate. You contribute $8,000 in both accounts. The CRA sends you back about $2,400 at tax time. Same deduction, same refund. So far, equal. Here is where they diverge. In the FHSA, your $8,000 grows inside a tax shelter. When you withdraw it for a home purchase, zero tax, no conditions. The full amount, plus every dollar of growth, is yours permanently. In the RRSP under the Home Buyers Plan, you get the same deduction and the same tax-free withdrawal on the way out, but it is a loan from yourself. Repay it over 15 years and you are fine. Miss repayments, and that money shows up as taxable income. Same refund at the start. The FHSA gives you a permanent win. The HBP gives you a conditional one. So which one should you actually use? It depends on your timeline. And the FHSA wins in most scenarios. Buying within the next 1 to 2 years and you already have a solid RRSP balance. The Home Buyers Plan gets you up to $35,000 per person faster than a new FHSA can accumulate. That is when the HBP makes sense. Buying in 3 to 5 years, the FHSA wins. More time to fill the account, more time for compounding, and zero repayment obligation on the other side. Never end up buying? No problem. Transfer the FHSA balance straight to your RRSP. No impact on your contribution room. Nothing lost. And here is what the math says about combining them. The CRA allows an FHSA withdrawal and an RRSP Home Buyers Plan withdrawal for the same home purchase on the same closing day. Max the FHSA at $40,000, pull $35,000 from your RRSP. That is $75,000 per person, tax-free toward a down payment. Here's the smartest play in order. Step 1, open your FHSA today, even if you are not buying for years. Unused contribution room carries forward 1 year. Open the account in 2026 without contributing, and in 2027 you will have $16,000 of room available. Every year you delay the account opening, you permanently lose that carry forward. Step 2. Contribute to the FHSA first. Max the $8,000 annually before adding to your RRSP. Step 3. Once you are closer to buying, top up your RRSP for the Home Buyers Plan if you have more to invest. Now the mistakes. 1. Waiting to open your FHSA until you are ready to buy. Just open it. You don't need to contribute yet. 2. Thinking you can only use one of these accounts. You can use both on the same purchase. 3. Ignoring the 90-day RRSP rule. Contributions earmarked for the HBP need 90 days in the account before closing. Plan that timing early, not the week before. For where to open your FHSA, Wealthsimple and Questrade both offer it with no account fees. You can open one online in about 10 minutes and invest in low-cost index ETFs inside the account. If you are buying within 12 months and want no market exposure, EQ Bank offers an FHSA savings account with competitive interest. Links to all three are in the description, along with the CRA's official FHSA and Home Buyers Plan pages, so you can confirm current limits directly. The bottom line: open the FHSA early, contribute what you can each year, and plan to stack it with the Home Buyers Plan when closing day arrives. If this breakdown saved you some stress, share it with someone saving toward their first home. See you in the next one.